Hey, everybody, it is the Quantum Show. Welcome back. Thanks for coming by. I see one person in the chat. Welcome. You say you'll be right back, folks. Okay, we'll be here. We'll be here. So, wanted to just real quick go over uh huh, today's events. They're not very quantum car repair. I had to replace the sensors in my transmission, the outside ones, not the inside ones. So they're relatively easy. However, what these transmissions cause to happen is to have a shift error and downshift into first gear on the interstate. Not fun. It didn't tear anything up. I let off and the synchronization went back. It was scary. Okay. And everybody around the interstate, around me there, backed away. Like, what is going on with this guy's car? Here's what it did, right? Let me see. If this is my car, okay, I should have a toy car for this. If this is my car and it's going this way, it was going like this. I was going at speed, kind of fast, 65. So, and it downshifted. And here's the nose of the car. Here's the rear end. And it went like that. Scared that everybody to death. Shift error. And plenty of fluid, runs okay otherwise. I put Amazon sensors on it 5 years ago, and I've gone through 3 sets of cheap sensors. Do not buy them on Amazon. Pay the big money. You don't want to be in that situation. It will tear itself to pieces. Okay. Hey, Renee, shout out to Renee. She hit me up with a buy me a coffee last week. I didn't see it, Renee. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for supporting the Quantum Show. You're amazing. I appreciate it. It goes back into the show. And you know what? Okay. That is the way we as humans in this society, first of all, sound check, right? Let me get a sound check. I want to make sure this gets heard. So, am I being heard? Sound check, sound check, sound check. Put it in the chat. In the chat, wherever the chat is to you, put it in the chat. I need sound check. Sounds great. Okay, thank you. But yeah, Renee Andrews hooked the show up. And that is the way, as a society, we are able to show appreciation. I appreciate it. I'm glad you find we're doing here to be of value to you, and it gets information to you, even if it's just entertainment purposes. Thank you so much. And if anyone else wants to do that, links are in the description of every show. Scroll to the bottom. So thank you so much. And it helped fix that car. Quantum Show does not want to end up with a self-destructed transmission. That's for sure. Okay. On the side of the road. Again, thank you, Renee. And okay, I wanted to, that happened. So I fixed it today. The problem was I forgot, I did it 5 years ago, 2 or 3 times, and I forgot how to do it. Well, there's a certain order of doing things on this particular car, and I broke the wire harness. The plastic housing, it was toast. There was no using it. So I had to get another one. And something else I forgot about is how mushy those wires are. They're sensor wires. They're not plug wires or power wires. They're very resilient to heat and chemicals, but they're not resilient to physical touch. Very mushy. You can literally go like that and it would mess it up. The wire would, you could smush it because chemical resistant, heat resistant, sure. That's why they put them in them black plastic tubes, because those tubes are very resistant to physical. But I had to be very careful and not get them mixed up either. I did my best and it worked. It's shifted good. Time will tell. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I've got to get the black plastic tubing. It's called split loom. I've got to get some. I'm going to get some. It's on the way. But I've been riding that high for hours, y'all. I'm very happy that I got that thing fixed because that was my ride or die daily driver, Red 4 handles, right? And I need to say this because this is near and dear to my heart. And I need to show this because May the 4th be with you. Happy May 4th, everybody. Happy May 4th. Had to say it. All the droids celebrated today. It was a bleeping blooping fest. And wanted to, I had to get that out there because I can't call myself a fan if I don't say May the 4th be with you. So happy May 4th. It is unofficial Star Wars Day. And yeah, I wanted to just say that now that that's up there, it's up there forever. May the 4th be with you. Somebody take a screenshot. I'll take a screenshot later. I'm being goofy. Hey, Raven. Okay, people are showing up. Who do we got? We got Joseph is here for good now. LA Moon, Renee Andrews, hella shout out. Destic Seed, thank you for the 5x5 sound check. Appreciate it. Renee Andrews, I did shout you out big time. There's Lynn, there's Joe. Raven showed up, is here. Awesome. And Diane. Thank you, Diane Boss, for coming by and saying happy May 4th. All right, then you got to go to the store. Heck yeah, got to go to the store. I hear you. And May the 4th be with you too. And it's also with you, just so you know. May the 4th be with you and also with you. So there's that. And I have notes because I haven't really given an official statement, an official stance of the quantum show. Well, maybe I have. This, yeah, I have. But I wanted to do it in a more structured method right here. So, ufology, the residents. What do I mean? Okay, here's what happened last night. I was I went to the Legion. By the way, sung REM losing my religion, rocked it. People loved it. Of course, I sing. It's a little bit like Green Day and Pearl Jam when I sing. If Green Day and Pearl Jam got together, mixed their voices with a mixer into one voice, it would be what I got, right? But I'm at the very end of everything. There was this couple there, and y'all, if I these guys, they were very nice. I will not forget her name, Alexis. And I made the joke. He says, I'm so and so, and I'm Alexis. And it's noisy. So I heard Alexa. I'm like, hey, Alexa, what's the weather today? She's like, yeah, well, it's Alexis. But I do appreciate the humor. Hey, Pamela, welcome back to the show. But I met these two. And we got to talk. Oh, it's so great to talk to muggles, but these guys. Okay. These guys, first of all, they were about mid 30s, early 30s to mid 30s. And they're about my height, a man and a woman. And they both had gray hair. All right. And 20-year-old looks, but the gray hair. But both of them had that. It's as if what would Children of the Damned kids look like when they grow up. Do y'all know that movie, Children of the Damned? Yeah, very good movie. Black eyed children. Okay, it's about black eyed children. These are not those guys, right? I was just thinking, wow. And I wore this shirt. I wore this shirt. Yeah, I rewear clothes. I don't even care. Whatever, right? But I wore this shirt, and she says, "It's nice to meet you." And I'm like, "Hey," and she yells back, "Oh, I don't believe in aliens." What I said was, "Aliens believe in you." But what I was thinking was, you are an alien and your little boyfriend too. But that's what I was thinking. I didn't say that. Very nice guys. Hoping to see them next week. And I need to get some more sticker. I need to make some more stickers because they're hitting. I'm thinking business cards now. Why not? Why not? Bring them on, right? So and that got me, and we got to talking about, ufology and narratives and evidence. And they were asked, "Oh, it's so nice to meet muggles that," well, I don't know if they're muggles or not. They put up the good front that it's muggles. I'm thinking they're residents, but whatever. They were asking about all these questions, but where's the evidence? I'm like, okay. And well, they had to go before I took them all the way down the rabbit hole of ufology, evidence, disclosure, etc. However, I did get wound up because of it. And I am going to go over a few notes that I made for tonight's show, talking points, right? Not a script, just talking points. Okay, so they asked me, where is the proof? And there is no short answer to that. Okay, first of all, we have evidence of high technology in ancient times, not just the pyramids. Look what they're finding all over South America, all over North America, all over Europe, basically all over the world. They're finding all these things because we have better ways to detect things, side scan sonar, radar that can look into the infrared, Google Maps, they do that, right? But all of that is being dismissed by the mainstream. The mainstream is a whole nother topic. I'm not going to go there right now, but where's the proof? What would be considered proof? Everything that has come out as proof has been discredited. Not, and even if it's something that you can hold in your hand, even if they have it in their hand, it's been discredited, even if it's not the item itself, but the person who shows it. And here we go. This is what I'm talking about. By the person who shows, I have some pictures. And I'm talking about people in ufology. So we have here Jaime Musan. He is the Mexico's #1 ufology guy. He talks about the Peruvian mummies. Links will be in the description after the show. Okay, the links will be in the description after the show. He talks about ufology sightings in Mexico. He is the go-to guy. Okay, now right now, hold on, let me see, what am I doing here? Oh yeah, the go-to now. He has presented the Peruvian mummies. I believe they're real. Okay, I do believe they're legit. There are some caricature mummies. Now they're like idols. That's not what he's showing. But that's what I'm talking about. The item themselves are not in question. It's the person presenting it. And they're trying to discredit him. Now, yeah, all the ufology has had false starts. And they've had bad tips and bad information. Because okay, there's not just one guy doing this stuff. Jaime Maussan has a network of people. Rich Giordano, network of people. Amy, Alien Girl 111, network of people. Again, we're a network of people. We are the Quantum Network. We bring this stuff to the show. So everyone has a network of people, right? I'm not really, I can see people talking in the chat. I'm not looking at the chat right now. Hey, Tim, Uh, I will bring that up. May the fourth be with you, Nathan, and also with you. Thanks, Tim. Welcome back to the show, Talking Ufology. And I'm wound up because I've had the awesome coffee, plenty of water, fixed the car, riding high on that dopamine, right? So the mummies have been discredited not because of what they are, but because of who is presenting it. Because Peru is very strict on their artifacts leaving their country. They have very specific guidelines. Generally, it is illegal for them to leave. So they were smuggled out somehow. And Jaime Maussan has ended up with them. And now Peru is angry about it. So that to me adds some legitimacy that Peru knows about it, but they don't have a real big ufology scene where people talk about it. It's normal. It's normal. Peru, Argentina, Brazil, they all have like UFO hotspot lookouts in their tourist areas. However, there's nothing they can do about it because of the way their mindset is in their society. If that makes any sense to you, like we can look around at stuff, and I'll get to that too. That's part of this too. Now, who is our front runner, right? Our front runner is, as far as anybody can tell, he's one of the ones trying to be, is Jeremy Corbell. Am I on screen with Jeremy? Not yet. Okay. Let me uh Jeremy frickin' Corbell. Okay. He is supposed to be one of the front runners for people to report UFOs to. Do not. Okay. This guy is a government payoff. He is an author. He's being told what to say, and he may not even know that this is happening because they're that good at manipulating people. I'm getting there, right? He is a show pony, just like Lou Elizondo. By the way, I happen to have this is now, if you don't know who Lou Elizondo is, he's this guy. He is a show pony too. He is definitely, he came out saying, I'm being paid, I'm on the government payroll. I'm being paid by the government. Everything I say is approved. There's a whole bunch of these people, right? So Jeremy Corbell is the one, he's like the civilian guy. This guy is the government guy, okay? Lou Elizondo, he is definitely being moved like a chess piece, okay? When he first came out, he says, I'm sick of holding my tongue. I got to get this out. And my head screamed like, he's following the protocol. He is on protocol. That was literally one of the first shows I did was on this dude, okay? I'm sure he's a guy, but he wants his retirement. He wants his nice way of life wherever he lives out in the fields or countries or something. So this guy, hey, we'll get to the residents in a minute, but I'm leading up to it. Now, this guy, he is wanting to guide people. He's part of not a psyop. A psyop is like a covert operation, and he is too overt to be covert. Grush is another one, right? Grush. And I don't have a picture of him, but that's okay. Don't need one. And well, those are the pictures I saved for this thing, so I will leave it at that. But this guy, he went around to the shows and got people angry at other people. You can see it. He used bullying tactics, and he used tactics that I call hearts and minds. That is a psyop thing to do, but this was not a psyop. This is, he wanted to do what he was told, break up ufology because so many people were off the same page. He's one of many. Oh, is my sound messing up? Let me check. Okay, I'll check sound. Okay, let me go ahead and stop sharing that. I got a check your wires. Are they in all the way? All right, let me see. Am I talking too loud? Is my microphone too loud? Let me see here. This may be because of mic volume. Let me turn it down. And does that help a little bit? Let me know. I turned my mic volume down so you can turn yours up, right? Well, am I better? Is it better? So I gotta, yes, it's better. I just turned it down. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Let's see, where am I plugged in at? Checking the plugs on this thing is a little bit of a okay, we're in all the way. About to go wow wow. So plugs seem to be okay. Uh so I okay, I sound better. My mic gain was up a little bit too high, I guess. Okay, so I was talking about Elizondo and the people who are front running. They're trying to. Elizondo, he came out and he was running the Hearts and Minds campaign in ufology. He even said it. Rich has the disclaimer on every show. He's never been a ufologist, doesn't want to be a ufologist, never cared about aliens. He was called by the government. I don't remember the exact quote. He was called on by the government to use his skills as anti-terrorist, anti-intelligence operative on the ufology community. And that's what he did. He busted up a bunch of people because people like us, we have things going on, and that's not part of the narrative. The narrative is fear. Be scared. Be scared so we can control you and we can control the situation. Okay. And that's the thing, right? She says, and I start talking about disclosure. Now, I have said this here before. There will never be government disclosure. We are the cash crop. We're the worker bees. We're the herd. You don't mess with the herd. Everything else, you work around it, you work away from it, you go past it, you acknowledge it, you don't mess with it. You don't stop productivity, you don't stop being a society, you guide the herd. You don't sow chaos, you guide the herd. We're the herd. We're there as far as the government is concerned. This is complicated, okay? This stuff is complicated. It's not that's not all of it either. And okay, disclosure will not come from the government. You will not get it. It will never happen. Our society would fall before that would happen. They would have our society fall before that happens. You heard it here on the Quantum Show. Disclosure is personal. You and I've had my disclosure because I've been contacted, I have contacted them. It is a great story and it's a great event. I've seen them people run around, okay? It's personal. Learn to meditate. I'm not going to say raise your vibration, but match your vibration, control your vibration, and you will be able to make it through. Also, preconceived notions. You don't just look out the window and see what's there. You have to look out the window and pinpoint what it is that you're looking for. And if that thing is wrong, then it's kind of like a network protocol. If you don't know every detail to get to that end goal, it's going to not get there. And you're going to go off to the side. And it's just going to break down. So that's why I went with Keith's book, Races of the Worlds, and said, who's good with humanity, according to Keith's stuff, who's good with humanity and who is actually communicative with us? Mantis people. So that's who I reached out to. And somebody basically, metaphorically, picked up the hallway phone and talked to me for a little bit in another language. I didn't understand most of it. That's a whole nother show. I've covered it. I'm not gonna, don't need to go over it again right now. So disclosure is personal. You have to work on it yourself. Plus, once you see something weird, all the weird starts opening up to you because you're changing your mind. You've changed your mind to not worry about the stuff around you as much and accept that other things are possible. All kinds of stuff. Okay. Not just aliens, not just non-humans, but all kinds of stuff. All right. You see me looking over, that's all kinds of stuff right there. I have something going on in here, but that's mostly for me. So leave it alone. And okay, the next thing I wrote down here is society. I talked about the herd. We are not programmed, disciplined, or conditioned to believe any of the stuff out of the norm. They don't, that is counterproductive because us being worker bees, they don't want the worker bees rebelling, and not necessarily rebelling, but just not following the rules to guide the society the way they want it. They want us all on some sheet of music that we don't understand. We haven't been shown, hey, these are the instructions you need to follow. You need to follow these. They haven't done that. All they're doing is telling us what to do, but not giving reasons why. No coherent reasons why. They're all nebulous because it's the law and we tell you authority, and it's because we're telling you what to do. It's for your own good. Oh, really? Well, how about you show me the white paper on what's for my own good? I would like to really read that, please. They won't do it. They say, look at these legal documents. I don't care about legal documents. What's the ethics behind it? What's the morality behind it? And why are you, like, as far as aliens, why is no one really getting behind in the general public? Not here. Now, Amy's a Rich show. We're all on board. Why in the general public? They always, every time they talk about aliens on show, on any kind of news or informational broadcast, it starts with the X-Files theme. Why? Please, why? It seems like every time. Maybe there have been a few times that they didn't do that. And hey, Bronklander RC, I just saw you come in. Uh-oh. I had an experience with a tall blue skin one, and the amount of pure love that was radiated like nothing I've ever felt before. Right. That's it. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. That is personal disclosure. And I'm sure you got a story for that. I would love to hear it. Maybe get you on the show. We've been talking about it for a while now. If you haven't, you're safe to come on. Certified quantum. So, why are they programming us to not believe in this stuff? Why are we being forced to wear blinders? Why can't we have things like ancient civilizations, other worlds, people visiting us, people taking us? Why not? Well, we're dangerous because we're unpredictable, and this is all from observation and talking to a lot of people. I've talked to a lot of people about this. I don't do interviews because interviews seem to me, it just seems the way I do interviews is it's a personal thing. It's not for a show. I've had 2 interviews here. Raven and Keith, we interviewed. It was legit. And they seem very impersonal, but then we get into the personal, right? We get into the how I felt about it, how I've changed. Why did it change my mind? I want to know bone deep. And these people who go on shows, they want to sell books. You ain't buying a book on here. The only people who are buying books is me. I'm the only one going to try to sell a book on here for me. If you want to buy, you sell a book, buy a book, go to Amazon. Links in the description, right? And but why are we being pushed to do a certain thing. Wearing blinders. Where are we at? Half an hour? Okay. Hey, if I haven't said, I need to say this now because it's like and subscribe if you're here, you're quantum. You ended up here, not because I brought you here, not because someone made you come here. You ended up here for whatever reason. And whatever reason that is makes you quantum. Your link is very active. If you ended up here, your link is active. And thank you for coming by. Like and subscribe, leave a comment, join the chat. Love to hear from you. Got a story? Come talk to me. I'm going to leave that at that. Thank you much. So, and YouTube likes this stuff, right? So, yeah, socially, we're programmed to not believe this stuff. Okay? This thing. Refer to my other show, The Mercury Show, right? I'm going to talk about it a little bit. Why is that suppressed? Why that is UFO tech. Okay? Talking about mercury metal. That is UFO tech. Why aren't we using it? Why are they got people so painted to be afraid of it? Programmed, conditioned to be afraid of this stuff. It hasn't reached out and hit me yet. Why? It's great for all kinds of stuff. Ancient civilizations, we have evidence all over. Why are we not accepting this as we don't know who did it? Even if it was ancient humans, how did they do it? Core sample evidence being taken 6,000 years ago. I don't think they did that kind of science back then. Okay. As we understand it, Tesla, all his work. Oh, man. But why are we being programmed for that? Okay. And this is pretty much the official stance of the show. We are being guided, herded. They do their best to control us. But we here, Rich and Amy's show, and a few other shows, Keith's show, right? We have an awareness of a deeper reality, of a dimension that is us. We just do. If we didn't, you wouldn't be here. I would be talking about action figures and cars only. I wouldn't be doing the quantum show and making it fun. So, yeah, that would be the official stance. Disclosure is personal. You have to get yourself ready, and they're already here, and we're in a reserve. We are the dangerous animals in the reserve, and there is a reason, but we just don't know that reason. All right, now the residents. I've come on here talking about the actual people, right? I've come on here talking about the people I have seen, not met, because they don't want to talk to me. I don't know why, but I always get the do not disturb sign put up right in front of my face. And you don't bother that. When the do not disturb sign comes up, you abide by that. That is like a personal request, because you don't want to freak them out, right? Those guys, the one that I saw locally, real tall, made the handbasket look like this big, okay? And she, I'm going with she, presents as a woman, so I'm going with she. I don't know what the person calls himself, whatever, it's not my problem, right? But I'm going with she, like, about 7 foot tall, okay? Towering above the 6 foot tall freezers at the grocery store. And why is she here? Apparently she lives here. I haven't seen her in over a year, maybe 2. Me and Shingoji, another member, lives in East Tennessee, where he got all that stuff, right? Me and Shingoji talked in depth about this person. And people are, including him, right? And everybody around me says, oh, that's just some weird trans guy. Oh, maybe we don't know what we're looking at. And if it is a trans dude, so, well, they sense the do not disturb sign too. So they get a feel of weirdness. Tall people are not weird. This person was different. Okay. Arms went way down, very tall and lanky, but it's almost the same thing happened with her as what happened in Indiana. I could see through something, but I was had a mental thing say, "Don't stare, don't look at me. I'm boring. This is not interesting." Well, that's a mental do not disturb sign, right? And it works. It's like a hypnotic suggestion or a subconscious suggestion, subconscious psychic suggestion put there, and you tend to listen because you don't you're not okay. As we think and as we go along in the day, we're not used to having thoughts. We have intrusive thoughts, but we kind of listen to them if they're not bad because we think we came up with it. I don't think we came up with it. I think those thoughts are being put out there to us. And oh man, I got a ping right now. I just got a ping right there. Talking about intrusive thoughts. If there are any non-earthers watching, like and subscribe. Hey, I'll get coffee ready if you decide to come by. Also, Men in Black. Come on by. We'll have coffee. You can record all you want. Don't flash your thing to me because I got my defenses too, bro. Don't do that. And okay, yeah, I got a ping. What was that? Not just mental, in my, okay. So, Indiana, I saw those guys. What were they doing here? I don't know if they were coming by, stopping by. Do they live here? Because they looked very well adjusted. But dude, these guys were not human. Okay. They were not, I don't know what I was exactly saying, but when they walked by, it's like their filter slipped or their shields went off while I was looking and just kind of morphed into what they were. And then back to human. In Doctor Who, they call it a shimmer, where it affects the light around them, and he would just shimmer and turn it off with his sonic screwdriver. I should get a sonic screwdriver. I should make a sonic screwdriver. I got enough stuff around here to make a sonic screwdriver, make it buzz and light and glow, and put a crystal in it. Make it buzz, light, and glow, and don't use high voltage or nothing. But okay, so and also, and not just the people who are here to observe, but the people who interact with society too. Of course, they can do a whole bunch of stuff, but they're here, they're among us. All right, like those two guys at the bar last night, Legion. I'm pretty sure they're hybrids. They don't know it. The hybrid program. Hybrid program. Pamela, welcome back to the Quantum Show. Yes, I just saw this, and maybe I have the ability to see through it. Maybe I do. Empathy is an observation tool. Now that I have accepted it, I've been honing that skill, and it is a skill set. It's not just one thing like Deanna Troi on Star Trek. It's not like that. It is, well, it is kind of like that, but maybe I do have the ability to see through it. Maybe I don't know. Okay, I'm not going to say because that would be making a claim that I can't substantiate. All I can say is what I've been seeing. I don't want to be labeled grifter. Okay. Thanks, Lou, because he does that. He calls everybody who's not him a grifter. And yeah, the hybrid program. I don't think they know what's going on, right? I think someone I know personally got pregnant and then all of a sudden was not pregnant with no ill effects and no aborted material. Okay. I know someone and I still can't explain that. She can't explain it. She thought she just lost it, but where did it go? Okay. It was already at least a month or two old. Not enough to show, but enough to definitely have an embryo, have something large. Where'd it go? She just thought that she lost it, but um, there was no evidence. She went to the doctor once, pregnant. Next time, not pregnant. No incidents in between. Okay, that has happened to a lot of people. I would like to have someone come on that has happened to, because for a woman, that's a very traumatic thing. That's a very traumatic to know you're pregnant and then all of a sudden not anymore. Every account I read about that is hugely traumatic because the woman gets themselves ready emotionally. That's part of our reproduction, right? We mentally prepare ourselves. Fathers, mothers, we mentally prepare ourselves. And it's very damaging and traumatic when that happens. When pregnant and all of a sudden not pregnant. No excuse. No explanation. And those two at the bar made me think they were hybrids. Well, I don't believe in aliens, she said. Yeah, got news for you. Got news for you. So that's that. And then I would like to talk about that on panel is the hybrid program. I know we've gone over it before, but that would be an interesting thing. And I've got the list here, right? I'll type it up if we need to give us something to go by, you know. But I have covered everything, and there's so much more behind each one of these topics, right? Like the personal disclosure. What is the proof? All the proof that we've ever been shown has been discredited. And any proof can otherwise, can it really exist here? Because I don't think these guys are nuts and bolts space time guys like we think we are, right? I think these guys, all of them, are traveling frequencies, not just areas that we can see. Okay, let me bring it up again. So, Rich Giordano, he brought up, has Oumuamua turned around to come back to Earth? I need to look that up. Let's look this up. Hey, Samantha Morris the cat, thanks for coming by, listening while driving. I can look at the chat sometimes. Thanks for having you listening. Be safe. And yeah, Pam says the bun was transferred to another oven. Yeah, I believe so too. From one to another. I believe so too. All right. Yeah, the medical, I'm going to look at the chat now. The medical community knows and they pretend not to. Yeah, I saw that in El Paso. Big time saw that in El Paso. Many people have. And OB2, welcome back. Thanks for coming back to the Quantum Show. 137 Royal Air Force. Welcome back, OB2. Happy May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. And let's see. Great to have you back, OB2. Ought to change your name. You ought to change your name, OB2. Yeah. Bronklander saying the pregnancy thing is quite something. The worst part is when the doctors play along with it and gaslight the women it happens to. Yeah, there are too many easy outs. We're not medical. We're not doctors. We're not specialists. So we get told all the jibber jabber medical stuff that it could be. And so there's the gaslighting. Dead on. Dead on, RC Bronklander. Yep. Dead on. And I was saying, yeah, tall people aren't weird. I mean, not generally speaking. I'm not tall people. Tall people aren't weird just because they're tall. That's we got people walking around 6.5, 7 foot tall right now, but it wasn't just that. It was this person was proportioned very strangely. So was the short one in the two short ones I saw. There were three in Indiana. I don't want to make a bad communication about that. There were three. One was by themselves after I saw the first two, and one of them was skinny and looked a certain way, and the other one was not skinny but not fat either. It was just the way she was built. They presented as women, so going with female. Looking at, okay, there we go. Royal Air Force OB2 137 RAF. May the fourth be with you all. Thank you, and also with you. Same with Aussie Tiger. Welcome back to the Quantum Show. I don't know if I said hi. I got into Zach Diecast Monsieur. What's up? Great to see you. Thanks for coming back to the Quantum Show. I'm talking aliens. We're talking ufology, and we're talking our place on Earth. The visitors, dude. The visitors, the residents, the people who live here. Not us, right? The residents, the people who are not us, but still live here, not human. And I got a whole list of, I put up pictures and everything. Let me just scroll through these pictures again. Why not? We got starring Lou Elizondo, the government chill, government mind control, crowd control person. Let's get them all fighting. And I have to go through these, right? Next, we got Jeremy Corbell. It's like this is a celebrity death match for ufologists, because I'm pretty sure that those two hate each other. Jeremy Corbell, also wanting to sell books, wanting to make up stories, tell people the way to think. We don't need Jeremy Corbell. I don't like Jeremy Corbell. Okay. I mean, I've never met him, but everyone who relates a personal encounter says he's not very friendly. Rich cold called him. It was amazing. He answered the phone and says, "How dare you call me? I'm eating with my family." He was probably having burritos on the couch. His family was in there throwing Legos all over the place. I don't even know. He doesn't seem like, and look, that is an actual released picture of him. This is not video. This is stuff you Google the name, and this is what comes up. A giant safe. What's in that safe? Reputation. That's what's his reputation is in there. That's what's going on. There ain't nothing. He definitely doesn't have element 115 in there or evidence of aliens. He definitely does not have that going on in the safe. Okay. And then the next guy I showed was, now I have more faith in this guy than any, because, well, he just seems like such a nice guy. I'm in my son. And yeah, he gets told lies too, and he presents things like that. But I don't think he understands what he's seeing. He's trying to get content. Imagine YouTube on a national network TV. That's Mexican television. Okay. If YouTube personal blogs was on network television, it would be the Jaime Maussan quality. All the things are right there, right? And yeah, Bronklander is saying, I have debunked Corbell with my own sensibilities from being a hobby level photographer and found him to be intellectually dishonest. Correct. The flying pyramids. Oh my gosh, we figured that one out. That was it for me. That was it for me. Yeah, I like Jaime. Okay. Here's my Jaime impersonation. Is this Rich Giordano? Rich, do not talk about me on your stupid web show. Do I sound, is that right? No, I don't think so. Hey, Rich. It's Jaime. We're looking for UFOs off Knees Way. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Man, there's a little bit of Rich Giordano in all of us, isn't there? Still a Gooponian. Um, I don't know. Whoops. Maybe that was a misstep of the quantum show, whatever. But it's quantum. But I like Jaime. I do. He just gets led in the places he doesn't need to go. Right. And let me see. Bronk is saying, and it pained me to debunk Corbell and coincidentally agree with Mick West, but even Mick West is right about some things, hardly ever, but the bokeh, he was correct about. Yeah, bokeh. That is a photographic thing, okay? It's aperture of a lens, the shape of an aperture of a lens for technical reasons. I'm not going to get into it. I don't really know it too well, but it is a way to, I think it was defer light. I don't know. I don't remember, right? But we showed all those pictures. There was us in a nutshell. Yeah. You know who Corbell has in that safe? Lou. He needs to have Lou in the safe. But yeah, and then we got the heavy hitters of the common people ufology. Those guys, you saw Lou's picture, 60 Minutes. Oh god. And Corbell, he's been on national TV too. Rich was on national TV years and years ago, but they twisted his presentation and he was saying it's all balloons, but he gave reasons why and they twisted the experimentation and the presentation of it. They chopped and cut, and I didn't like what his was a History Channel. I think it was History Channel did that. And yeah, so now the good people of ufology are what I'm one. I'm one. I'm one of the good people of ufology. Okay. Rich Giordano, good person of ufology. Yeah, he can be very sarcastic. His comedy is not for everyone. His humor is not for everyone. But he's on the right side of ufology. However, I don't think he's listening to his quantum link very well. Rich, love you, bro. Listen to your quantum link. Listen to your psychic self. Don't try too hard. Just let it happen. I hear you talking about, yeah, I don't believe in CE5 either. We don't need, and that's another one of them people is Stephen Greer, right? Stephen Greer is good on some, but not all. The good people of ufology. I'm one. I am one for sure. Contactee with a YouTube show. Hello. And Amy is another one. Amy's the fun side of ufology. She's the most fun side of ufology. I mean, I wouldn't promo her every show if I didn't believe in it. Yeah, I see. I don't need a time check. Thank you very much. I don't need time check. Time is irrelevant. Time is relative to where I don't care. I'm joking. I'm joking. I see 52 minutes. Thank you. So Joe's over there giving me the red light from back of the stage. He's blinking the red light, the 5 minute light. And okay. Yeah, you know what? George Knapp got a talking to. George Knapp, I wasn't going to bring up George Knapp because I have some very unpopular opinions about George Knapp's work, right? I'll read this out. Brunklander is saying Corbell working with George Knapp is troubling to me. I always loved Knapp, but now that he's tied to Corbell, I have to wonder, is Corbell his handler now? Are Corbell and Knapp both being puppeted? Puppeted is not the right word. Manipulated is more the right word. And it's so covertly done. Not even, yeah, and yeah, it makes me uncomfortable too. Why are the people who used to be so good at it about having critical thinking and looking at things in a different perspective? Why are they getting on a bandwagon with these government people? What has been said to them? They're being guided, and I don't think they realize they're being guided. You know who's not? I'm not being guided. I'm definitely not being guided. Okay, Aussie, thanks for swinging by, man. I'm about to end the show, the first hour anyway. This has been great, y'all. Okay, but I'm not ready to end. I got 5 minutes. I got the red light. Joe, give me the red light. I still got 5 minutes. Yeah, it's all about money. You know what? It's about money, and there's more than money. There's more than money. Money's a big motivator. It sure is. By the way, the Quantum Show is not paid by anyone. I pay me, and of the donations given in the show, they're very much appreciated. They don't finance anything. They help. Right? I'm not bought. I'm not buying. You want to buy a book? I got a whole shelf of books. You want to buy one? Give me $10. I'll send you a book. No, I'm joking. No, don't send any money because you want a book. I'll leave. Tell me the book you want, and I will show you how to get a copy of your own. Okay. And yeah. So let's see here. I'm just looking at chat now because this is I think I got us going. I got us thinking, got us talking, right? Yeah, I like that. Okay, Nat keeps getting seated in front and center of cameras for congressional hearings, like someone is showing him off like a new car, right? Who else did they do that to? Jeremy Corbell. They put Jeremy Corbell. Who else? Grush. They put Grush out there. Who else? Lou Elizondo. Why are they being put out there? They're playing ball for that team. So yeah, they're all like that. Okay. Hey, Pinky Leader, I didn't see you come in. The haves and have-nots. I don't know what you're referring to. So I was talking about the real ufology people, which I'm one of. Okay. I'm not hardcore ufology only. Quantum Show, Amy, Rich, even Third Phase. I know a lot of people have different. I got mixed feelings about Third Phase, but they do good work. Okay. And then you have the mainstream people like Corbell, Elizondo, Grush, right? And I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm down to like a little over 2 minutes. Let's wrap it up. Got everybody talking, got everybody thinking, got everybody. Yeah, this is it right here. We got some endorphins raised, whatever. And okay, they're trying to lead the people as a herd, as a very mean herd, but as a herd. And why are they doing that? Why are they putting us in like this boundary? Don't look over there. Literally, don't look over there. Obfuscation, distraction, and think how we tell you to think. Be scared of everything. Why? Why do we need that narrative? Okay. Why do we need this narrative? And why are they talking about, it seems like disclosure is being used as a topic just to get people to look at it and the conflict of no government disclosure when disclosure is not governmental. It is personal. And I know I skipped some comments. I'm sorry. I can't read them. They came in early on the show. Now I'm looking at it and I still don't Pinky Leader, I still don't know what you mean by the haves and the have-nots because have disclosure. I've got mine. Okay, now he's saying she contingency lead planning for the rich, for the herd, for the government. Yeah, that's not a complete statement, man. Okay, may get you on at some point, but need complete statements. And since everybody watches on their phones, it's hard to put in all this stuff and it not be typoed or sound like gibberish. I get you. Okay. Mm. Thanks, everybody. This has been the first hour quantum show. I have had a good time. Me and Amy both need coffee now, and I'm going to keep riding this wave. This is a great wave. Today's been a very good day. Okay. Today's been a very good day. So I'll talk to y'all next week. You know what? Thank you, OB2. Appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. I was kind of high energy this time. I have been drinking so much coffee, fixing so many things, and having such a good time. Yeah. I'm glad you enjoyed it, RAF. We'll talk to y'all at the. I get some banners here. Let's see. What's a good banner? No, 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 no. I'm going to say wrap up and thanks, everybody. Yeah, I think we wrapped up. This is going in the archives. I have archives. I have physical archives. It's so cool. I got physical paper of every show I've ever done. Now I'm starting to date them. But dates don't even matter, right? And now the next thing we're going saying is pushing buttons. I'm about to start. Oh, this is going to be a great panel. Yeah. Thank you, Tim. See you later. Like and subscribe. Nathan from the Quantum Show. Thank you much. And we're going to, yeah, coffee. And I will be back in just a little while 20, 30 minutes, give or take. It's been a great quantum show. Like and subscribe. If you're here, you're quantum. And yeah, today was a good show. Pushing them buttons. Pushing buttons. I got all buttons to push.